Hello, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jimmy Jam Oracle. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a Celtic cross for Foodie. And I believe this time my camera is oriented the right way. Not like it was in my other Foodie Beauty video. Sorry about that. Alright, don't know if you can hear me shuffling. Remember, we welcome the spirits. And I welcome you to join me today. Thank you. Let's get started, and I have my handy dandy guidebook to help me with this read. Alright, shuffling. We're doing Foodie Beauty. And what do we ask the spirits? Say, spirits, what can you tell us in this Celtic cross reading for Foodie Beauty? Chantal. What has she been up to lately? A lot of mukbangs. She stepped on a cat. How rude. Alright, so let's get started. Put my little stick right there. Alright, so we start with the first card. And the first card is, it represents Chantal, or it represents the current situation she finds herself in. So let's go ahead and flip that right in the middle. Oh, we have the Emperor. It's upright, so it says respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, practicality. All right, well, there's a lot going on here. Discipline, we can go ahead and cross that off. We do have control, and I've gotten control from Chantal before. It was mainly tied to finances. But this makes me think too, her visa status is supposed to be renewed, I believe, at the end of this month or at the beginning of April. And maybe that's the rules and power that's coming into play here. Like, this might be, like when it says authority and rules and power, makes me think like, is she dealing with the government right now? Is that what her focus is on right now? Boop, boop. All right, so let's flip the next card. Next card is obstacle. So this what goes across the questionnaire. I think my candle just went out. Yep, it sure did. It's the King of Wands. Ooh. All right, I'm going to read it upright. It says natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature, and career focused. Looking at the big picture. Huh. It does say like leader. It says entrepreneur. When I think entrepreneur, I think Salah. Even like career focused. Or even like, would this be Salah's picture? The card though? Huh. So there's definitely somebody posing as an obstacle. And I do have a funny feeling this is about the visa run. But who is this obstacle? Who is this? I have no idea. My knee-jerk reaction was to say Salah, but now I'm not sure. Because I don't see why he would stop her from continuing her visa runs. But let's continue. Let's see if we can figure this one out. All right, so we have the goal or destiny card. It's the third card, and it's pretty much what's sitting on top of the questioner's mind, like what she's thinking about currently, whether it's a fear or a goal that she has. Oh, it's the devil. It is reversed though. So it says releasing limiting beliefs, exploring dark thoughts, detachment, freedom, restoring control, resentment, and lack of will. It's just restoring control, and it's funny because of the card behind it, control. So there's definitely something that she's trying to control, like whether which would be the visa, obviously, because like she wants to keep that status. What else do we have? Limiting beliefs. It says resentment is in there as well. Freedom. Freedom is often a card I get for Chantal. I think freedom is very important to her. Also, I think freedom in relation to the visa is like the freedom to continue doing like these visa hops as well. Let's keep going. Let's try to figure this one out. See if we get more clues. The next card is Distant Past Foundations. So this card is supposed to represent something that happened pretty far into the past, whether it's childhood or a few years ago, or even a few months ago. Is this something that happened quite a bit? What do we have? We have the Seven of Cups is reversed. It says alignment, personal values, overwhelmed by choices, lack of purpose, fantasy, illusion, diversion, confusion. I really feel the overwhelmed by choices and the fantasy part is really like sticking out to me. Even like personal values. So this might be representative of when Chantal converted to Islam and like moved to Kuwait, because that was a part of I think this fantasy that she had, that she was going to find a man that would be, you know, wanting to marry her and they'll be in love, and this is like, I think it's a part of that fantasy. Oh, we'll move these up just a hair for the next card right here. Okay, so I have a funny feeling this is about the transition over. So then we have the fifth card, which is recent past events. So this is going to be a past event that happened more recent than this one over here. What do we have? We have another cup. The Six of Cups. It's reversed. It says living in the past, forgiveness, lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home, and independence. So independence, again, we're talking about freedom. Yeah, freedom, and then the card underneath it right here. Freedom and leaving home and independence. So this tells me maybe would this be about her last visa run when she went to Thailand? Because she left home and she was alone and she had all the freedom that she wanted. Oh, that was rough. That was rough, but she did everything she wanted to do. That's what she did. That was her freedom. All right, so we have the sixth card, which is a future influence. So this could be a person or an event that this could be describing. Oh, it's the Five of Cups. Lots of cups. And it's funny because we have 7, 6, and 5. We have regret, failure, disappointment, loss and grief. Pessimism, that's that word. Loss and grief. Okay, so loss. Like, could she lose her visa? Because it seems like, it does seem like something negative is going to happen in relation to her next visa run. Like, maybe she won't be able to come back. Or, like it says, loss. But hopefully it's just the loss of the visa, not like a personal loss. I don't know, let's keep going. Alright, so we have the seventh card. It's about the questioner. So it could be how she feels about the current situation. It also may reveal a course of action or a role that she has to play in her in governing her own future. It's right there. Oh, we have the Tower. We have the Tower. Oh, okay, it's upright. It says sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. I think the sudden change, definitely for Chantal. Anything in her life she needs to, that's like going against her, she does need a sudden change, whether it's her attitude or it's her diet. Like, it's definitely a situation where, like, if she doesn't change now, if she doesn't make like this sudden change, then like maybe that's what is going to lead to this. So if anything, I see this more as like an advice card, maybe. Like, the awakening part, definitely she needs to wake up and just do something different. You know, she ends up at the same place over and over again. All right, so we have environmental factors. So this is it's supposed to represent a person or a point of view, but it's outside of this situation, and it could be even like outside of like Chantal herself. We have the Five of Swords. It's upright. It says conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, and abusive relationships. I see this as a reaction channel card, and it's funny because a lot of times I do this. I do get where it does seem like the reaction channels often appear like in this position. And she definitely sees them as bullies and even thieves, because she'll say, oh, they're stealing my content. They're stealing my content. And the winning at all costs, you know, she is always trying to like get them struck. So somehow this situation with her channel, or at least with her reaction channels, is somehow influencing everything that's happening right now. Or at the very least, this is how she sees them, or how they see her. I'm not sure. I would definitely say like this is how she sees the reaction channels. And for some reason, this has something to do with all of this right here. And mind you, I'm assuming all of this is about the reaction, the visa run. Let's keep going to the 9th card. It says inner emotions. It could be what the questioner fears, what Chantal would secretly wish for, or even hidden desires or attitudes of the questioner, Chantal. Flip. The Ace of Wands. It's reversed. Says delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, weighed down, and boredom. Okay, so I think this is a secret thought that she has. It's not a secret wish, but I think it might be like a secret fear. Not even a secret fear. I could totally see her being afraid of this. The delays, I think, is really sticking out for me. Because when I think delays, I think of the visa. Didn't delay come in one of these? I'm sorry, you guys, I'm reading real quick, because I could have sworn there was something that said something about being delayed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining things. If you guys see it, you can let me know in the comments below. Okay. Well, like, if there's a delay, it's going to happen with the visa. As far as the lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, and being weighed down, I think that is something she fears or is currently going through right now. We have the 10th card, and it's everyone's favorite card. It's the outcome card. So what's all of this going to lead to? The Hierophant. Reversed. That's interesting. It says personal beliefs, freedom, again, going against the grain, unconventional, foolish, generosity, fertility, unorthodox, hypocrisy, blind faith, and misconception. All right, we can just cross off generosity off the bat. But again, it mentions freedom. And it's so funny because freedom keeps popping up in her reads. Like, is it something that she wants? Or is it something that's just going to happen to her? Like, is freedom like freedom from the marriage? Freedom like back to Canada freedom? Freedom like going back to Thailand kind of freedom? Like, what kind of freedom is Foodie looking for? And again, like going against the grain, unconventional, even foolish. Like, that's something like we see her do every live stream. All right, so I actually am going to ask the spirits one final thing before we end this. Okay. The card difficult to pick up was the Devil. All right, we're gonna ask them about this one. This one is the most intriguing to me. This loss, this grief. So I'm gonna do a quick shuffle. I'm gonna ask spirits. This 5 of Cups in Chantal's read. What does this mean? This loss, this grief. It's in the future position. What's going to happen to cause this? All right, let's do a quick 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. I know I've gotten this guy before. It says new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless, and mental energy. And we got the Hanged Man. He's upright, says pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things differently than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. And then we have the page, we have 2 pages, I just realized. Page of Cups. Reverse says emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, creative blocks. Again, we have new ideas. We have 2 cards representing new ideas. I wonder if this loss, this grief, this regret, maybe it's for viewership? Because, like, it's talking about new ideas and creative blocks. Then we also have this guy in the middle. It says change, sacrifice, release, new perspective. So it seems like maybe Chantal is going through that part of her cycle where she says she's going to bring like different content to the channel and in reality ends up going back to what she was doing before. Coming up with new ideas. So let's actually push this aside. Let's put this aside. Actually, let's keep these 2 together since they're so similar. So one more question, and I'll call it a day. Okay, spirits. What is this new idea? What is this? What are these 2 cards, these pages? What are they representing in Chantal's read? All right. Let's do 3 more. The Moon, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. These are good cards. Okay, so what do we have for the Moon? We have illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious, and premonitions. All right, we have the Star is reversed. It says lack of faith, despair, discouragement, insecurity, self-trust, and disconnection. Funny, despair comes up, and then we were just talking about the loss and the grief. All right, so then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it is reversed. This is bad luck, no control, resistance to change, breaking cycles, negative phase. So it seems like maybe it's confirming what I just said about it being a cycle, because it's literally talking about cycles right now. As far as it being the negative phase of her cycle, I do think this is a negative phase of her cycle, because right now, for what I've seen from her live streams, it's just a downward spiral. Like, she's out, like just last night, I think she was out getting, what was it, pizza and donuts? Yeah, I think so. And then like the day before, it was fried sandwiches and fries and diet sodas. Like, it's definitely a negative phase in her cycle. And then I think that negative phase is powered by this despair, this lack of faith, even insecurity. And I think she hides that with the illusion. And she does have this anxiety, this fear. But I think she does disillusion herself into not thinking. Oh no, I smacked the table. Don't smack the table. Okay, there we go. I do think she has this, like, really, her and Amber both just have this delusion going on, to where I think they are very insecure people, but they have this way of, like, completely ignoring it. somehow, I don't know how they do it. It's a magic trick to me. All right. So, as a thank you for staying for this video, I'd like to do an intuition pull. So this card is going to be just for you. And I'm feeling good about this part of the stack right here. And what did you get? Ooh, the Knight of Swords. I feel like I've gotten this for you before, I think. This is ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast-thinking, and defending beliefs. That's a good card to get today. It's a nice spring day. It's talking about action, fast-thinking. Did it say action? No, it didn't. But it looks like a very active card. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Well, thank you for joining me. And I hope, don't forget, we thank the spirits for joining us too. And I hope you have a great day.